Here is how to graph parametric equations using a graphing calculator. You can use TI-84 plus, 84 plus CE, or just TI-84 plus. First of all, I would like to set up my calculator. I will go to the mode. Oh, before I go into the details, do you see that there is a word above the mode key? The mode key is right next to the second key. The second key is only the blue key in your graphing calculator. I click second mode. Second mode means you go to quick, not mode. That's why the quick is written in blue. So whatever you are doing, you want to go back to the home screen, you click second mode to quick completely. Okay, so just don't click the second, just click the mode. And then you will see the first menu right here. I want you to set your calculator to parametric equations. It was in function. Function is where you graph y equals to x squared or y equals to sine x. That is a rectangular function. I want the setup to be in parametric equation. And then everything else should be the same as what I have in my calculator. The radian mode, and then I don't think you will need to change any of this. So I would just need the radian mode and parametric equation. Everything else should be exactly the same as my screen. And then the next step is you want to go to the y equal. Y equal is for you to input the equations. So y equal is above the second key. You go to y equal now. Since you are in parametrics, they will be, instead of asking y equals to, they will have x and y in terms of t. Before you type anything, can you take a look at your plot 1 to plot 3? I need to make sure that they are all off. What is on? On is when this one looks like it's being selected, you see some backgrounds in there. So it looks like that is being selected. If that is the case, use the up arrow, move up, right or left, move up to plot 1. So now plot 1 is flashing, and then hit the enter to turn it off. You go there, you hit enter to turn it on and off. Not selected, so looking like this is off. I want them to be all off. Okay, if that is ready, then you go to the x1, and then you put phi cosine t minus cosine phi t, and then the y phi sine t minus sine phi t. And then we will need to set up the windows, and then for the given parametric equation on your paper, you may have a different equation. They will give you the limits for t. This time I will be using 0 to 2 pi. I need that to set up my window. And then you press the window button, which is on the right side of the y equal. And then for the minimum, you put 0. And then for the maximum, I want you to put this value. What is this? This is equals to 2 pi. How do you type 2 pi? You can clear whatever you have right now. You just type 2. And then for the pi, do you see above the division symbol? There is a key for you to raise some power. And then there is a pi symbol in blue. You click second, and then you click the raise key. Second, and then you click the raise key to get the pi. But once you click enter or down, they will approximate the pi for you. And then in the next line, to get this 0.1308, I use pi over 24. I prefer to use smaller quantity to make the graph shows all the details. I want to see every little detail. Okay, I prefer to use pi over 24. So you type second the raise key to get the pi, divided by 24. Just click the division, divided by 24. Once you click enter, they will approximate that for you. And then the x and the y, I will just use plus or minus 10. So this window is ready, and then you can click graph. Once you click graph, they will sketch the function for you. So it should go this way. And then that is the orientation, but they do not use the arrows. Okay, if you do not see this, or you see an error, you need to go back to the y equal, make sure everything else is clean. There is nothing else right here. And then plot 1 to plot 3 are all off. Okay, for parametric equation, when we do graph by hand, we set up a table, right? 1 column for t, 1 column for plug in t to x, one column for plugging t to y. We can do the same thing in a graphing calculator. So I will go to second window. You press the second key and then you press the window key. You are doing table setup. Why table setup? Because above the window key, there is they have table set. That is setting up a table. Second, setting up a table. And then for the second window to set up the table, I want the t starts at 0 because this is from 0 to 2 pi, starting at 0. And then what increment do you want? I want a pi over 6. You can do a pi over 12, but I believe pi over 6 is enough. Pi over 6. But this one, they don't approximate the pi over 6 for you. Let me try. Second raised key to get the pi divided by 6, do they? Oh, they do. They do. The reason that you see a pi over 6 in here is after I finish typing, I immediately check out the table. That's why you see a pi over 6 instead of a decimal. So this one, pi over 6. And then you click second graph. Second graph, do you see above the graph here, there is a table written in blue. Second graph is showing the table. So you start at 0. And then this is a pi over 6. 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, 4 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 6 pi over 6, which is a pi. That's why this is a 3.14. The increment is pi over 6. And then the first point is 4 comma 0 right there. And then phi 2. And then phi 2. So 4 comma 0, phi 2. And then 2, 5. And then a 0, 4. And then that gives you the orientation. So you can see that this goes this way. That is the correct orientation. All right, that gives you the table value. They plot every single point for you, and then they connect them to get this graph. And then this one, you have the graph. You click the graph key. They show the X and the Y. This one for the trace, if you click the trace key, I am not sure if they will follow along. You click the trace key, right? So you click the trace key. I am not sure if they will follow along on the graph. That one you have to try. Maybe they don't. They don't follow along the graph. That one you have to try. But at least that is how you sketch the graph of a parametric equation using your graphing calculator. And you can check out the table. You can see the table as well. Okay, so that is the end of this video. And then in the next video, I will show how to find the arc length of this curve. So do you see this curve? What is the arc length? What is the total length? I will show you how to find that in the next video. All right, see you there.